free Gmail account you can use for all other features provided by this Google Meet, but at least the recording directly will not be possible. So there are third-party app, other softwares which are of course available. You can make use of them and still can record your screen. But they are not by Google. Okay, so welcome back to the day 2. The topics we are going to include in today's session, as already described, they are Google Drive, Google Classroom, and digital citizenship. So I'm sure most of you are using Google Drive. Not sure about the Google Classroom in general. And the third topic which I intend to include in today's training session, it's about digital citizenship. It is a very small topic, but require a lot of understanding the basic etiquettes about our online presence. So we need to be very, very sure and clear about the digital citizenship. And the same is to be taught to our kids who are online now. So starting with the Google Drive, let me open a new tab, and you can see I have bookmarked already Drive, Classroom, and Meet because I am most frequently using them. In the last session, I did talk about how you can create your folders, and in folders, you can even have a choice to create the subfolders also. Right. So, coming to the Drive, drive.google.com. This will take you to your Google Drive. The another way to go to your Google Drive is, please check it out. You have your photo, your account associated. It is shown over here, right? So what you can do, this is your Google Apps, or also referred to as WEFL. I click on it and I will find Google Drive here. Yeah. So click on the drive. That way also you can be in your Google Drive. So this is the basic layout when I'm showing you Drive using my laptop. A little bit different kind of a layout will be by using the mobile phone. That's the only problem when once the class started and someone is entering quite late. So anyway, so check it out. What all we are going to cover in Google Drive: creating and managing folders in the Google Drive, creating, accessing, and organizing the files in your drive, working with the Office files, MS Office files, and other non-Google files. Rashi ma'am, do you have any question?
Sir, your screen is not visible.
You need to pin the screen. It is visible because I always join my all these sessions using two devices. So and from my another device, I have joined as a participant. So I can see my screen is clearly visible. So you need to check out, there is the option to pin that particular screen. So Amit Bajaj, you can see there must be three different options available. By different three possibilities are there. So you need to find out which Amit Bajaj, not this one, and there is must be another
No,
one.
yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Okay, yeah, because sometimes when we are not using such apps initially, so there we may face certain issues. But now I'm sure everyone is able to see this presentation. So what we are going to learn in today's
Uh,
session?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to pin that. Like,
You need to find out the option like this. When you click on the image, that, and
mhm.
there is the option for pin. This is the pin image. Likewise, if I want to pin this Pallavi Anand ma'am screens, I just need to pin this screen. I need to click on this. So that way you can see there is the one option of presentation.
So I have pinned but still not getting your screen.
Yeah. Difficult to answer because this always work. So please try out once again.
Ma'am, please pin on Amit Bajaj
Yeah.
presentation.
Presentation. Pin that screen.
Now, are you able to get it? Amit Bajaj, and there must be in bracket presentation. And when you click on this, you will have the screen which I already have shared with you. I understand beginning mein there must be certain issues like this. No worries. We will learn from each other. Ma'am, are you able to do it now?
Sorry, sir, but you can continue. I'll try. You can continue, sir. I'll just try.
Okay, please try it out. Or you can rejoin and then again check it out. This is one possibility. Sometime it happens.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. So in Google Drive, creating and managing folders in the drive, creating, accessing, and organizing your files, working with the Office files. We are talking about MS Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and so on, and even other non-Google files like your video files, your PDF files, your audio files, and all that. Then we will be learning how I can upload the files, converting the files. Say we have the MS Office file and I am using Office for say past 10 years, 15 years, but now since I wish to switch over to the say Google tools, so I need to convert my file, but I actually don't need to do anything for that. I just need to upload the file, and there is one simple option. Using that, I can get my files automatically converted by Google. So MS Word file will be quickly get converted into the your document file, your Google Docs. Then how you can search your drive, searching files, sharing files with a specific people, sharing the non-Google files, then sharing files as a link, share a resource folder in Drive, offline access to Drive, block and unblock people in Google Drive, and Drive mobile app and shared school drive, but that option is only available for the school account. But I will be giving you the basic idea that how we can go about this. So starting with creating and managing the folders in the drive. Let me be back to my Google Drive. So this is drive.google.com. I am in my drive. Please check out the basic layout. This is new. When I click on this new, I have lot many options available. I can create the folder, I can upload the file, or a complete folder from your desktop or laptop can be uploaded. The same type of the options will be available using your mobile phone also. You need to download that mobile app, of course. Then I can have created my Google Docs. I can create a blank document, or I can even select from the template. When I will be covering the doc sheet slides specifically, then I am covering what exactly is our template meant and how it is useful. Similarly, I can have lot many options. When I click on this more, I can even start with my Google Drawings, my maps, my website, and so many other options are available. As far as Google App Scripts is concerned, this is meant for those coders, people who want to use the Google apps already available and want to improvise and create their Chrome Web Store, say some extensions like that. So this is not covered and not required. This is specifically for the IT people. And then even more apps can be directly connected using my drive only. You also must have observed on the right hand side, this is my personal Gmail account from which I have logged in. When I click on this, you can check it out, because as already I have mentioned, I am using my multiple accounts with some specific purpose. So when I click on say amitbajaj.gce, it will take me to my drive associated with my GCE account. And if I again click on it and say there is Amit Bajaj at the rate CRPF, I mean, this is my official account, school account. When I click on it, it will now take me to my official school drive. So that way you can actually check it out which account you want to use. That is very, very important, because sometimes when you have a multiple account logged in, you may face certain issue. You wanted to save your files in one of the account, but by default or by accidentally it may get saved into the another account. So please, before you start using your drive, remember to check which account you are using. So let me say go to Amit Bajaj GCE. I'm using my this training account. So this is the basic layout of the drive. As already mentioned, the same thing, new. I can create the folder, upload, and all these things, and then you can check it out. Computers, for that I need the offline app, which generally I do not recommend. Reason being, again, multiple account login may create the problems. I was using this and it was working so well, but only I need to have an individual only one account to be get logged in. So let's forget, do not use this. Then there is the option for shared with me. If some other people have shared the file, I can check out over here. So as you can see, some of you who are in the classroom, those who have submitted their work, all the work is being shared here. And this is not created by me. Already mentioned clearly, shared with me. So I am not the owner of these files. So definitely I cannot delete these files. I can of course delete and share the files which are created by me only. Recent icon, this simply means the files with which I have worked today. I must have opened all these 5-6 files today and earlier this week also. And even you can check out, there are a lot many files which I have worked earlier this month. So that everything is available using this recent option. Then we have the option of the starred. So starred option simply means if I have one particular file which is I am going to use many a times, my most frequently used file. So one option, I can keep it as my bookmark, or the other way around, I can have my all the files starred, or the files which are most important. So Google links and my Google workshop feedback, or some module files. I mean, these are files which I already have created. So I want that these to be starred. So when I click on start, in my drive, there may be thousands and thousands of files. But when I click on the starred option, only those specific files which according to me are important, and I start those files. So they will be only available. The next option is about the trash. So trash is basically your dustbin kind of a thing. When I click on the trash, so I have few files which I feel that I do not need them longer. So the files in the trash will be available for 30 days. You can check it out. It is already written here. So they will be available here for 30 days. After 30 days, these files will be get automatically deleted. Sometimes it happens by mistake I have deleted my file. So I can always retrieve that file. But otherwise, there is the option for empty trash also on the right hand side. So if I want to delete all the files permanently, I will not be able to get them again. So I can use this option of delete forever. You can check it out about the storage here. As I am using my personal Gmail account, it is giving me a storage of 15 GB. Out of which, as of now, I have used 212 MB of the space. If this space I feel is lesser and it is exhausted, I can buy the storage from the Google. But that is of course not required. In case if you want, you can always have your 1 or 2 accounts also in case if it is really needed. But if I show you my even Another default account. This is the my Gmail account which I am using for past more than 14-15 years. Even after 15 years, it is only 9 GB used. Of course, there were so many heavy files. I keep on deleting those files maybe once or twice in a month. So if I find I have some time, I check out my drive, and if files are no longer uses required, I can always delete those files. So this is the basic structure of your Google Drive. Also, there is the search option. Also, there are the settings. I will be coming that very quickly. So when I click on settings, lot many settings are available which you can always use. So remember this gear icon. This is referred to as a gear icon. In all Google apps, it is a setting icon. So let us do a simple exercise. Let me create a new folder. So let me say this is my session 2 GCE. So any name you can always give and simply click on create. So you can check it out. One folder is created. You must have observed few things horizontally to this My Drive. Get link to this folder. How I can share this, deletion, and when click on this more option, more action, lot many other options are available. These options are also available when I select this folder and right click. What I have done, selected the folder and right click. So you can check it out. Lot many options are available over here. Also, you can check it out. There is the list view. And when I click on it, now this is the grid view. So you must have observed the difference between the two. The way my files are presenting on my screen, the layout is little bit changed. So now session 2 GC is clearly visible like this. But when I click on this, now it is not here. I need to check it out. Where is it? Yes. So this is session 2 GCE folder. Now assume a situation I want to save my few more files here. So what I can do, I can create subfolders. So let's say this subfolder 1, and then say I create my another subfolder 2. So click on again new and create subfolder 2. So it may be the basic idea like this. You have your lesson plan, say, or your class 12th, and then you have chapter 1, chapter 2. Such kind of folders can be created. And when I need to save certain files, I have to upload that to the My Drive. Check it out. Subfolder 1, double click. Read from here also. I am in My Drive, in the folder session 2 GCE, and there is another inside folder subfolder 1. Now you can check it out. Draw files here, or I can use this new button to upload the file. So when I click on say file upload, so there are lot many files whichever are in your laptop. Just select that file and open. So this is some PDF file. You can check it out. This file is uploaded. I can even choose the folder option also. When I click on this folder and I go on selecting any of my folder, so it depends how big this folder is. So accordingly, it will take lot of time. So when I click on this folder from my desktop and click upload, the whole folder will get uploaded. Everything will be now available on your cloud in your Google Drive. Yes, Palvi ma'am, any question?
Yes, sir. This is regarding the file which we created. Just now you created subfolder. When you were teaching this, I opened My Drive and I saw that everything, like there are so many things put haphazardly. So now when I want to put them in these folders, then how can I do that?
Yeah, that is about moving the files in a specific folder.
Yes,
I'll
which
cover
is
that.
already there. Just now you taught us how to upload it from my system, but from my drive, I want to segregate.
Yes, that I will cover. So creating and managing a folder. So this is a part of somehow managing that will be covered very soon. Creating, accessing, and organizing files. So this is a very relevant question which you have raised. Of course, when I have lot many files, thousands of files are there in due course of time. So I would always recommend have your folders named properly, like classroom. This classroom folder is automatically created. I haven't created this. When I click on this classroom folder, you can check it out. This is the classroom in which most of you have already joined. So this is by default created by Google. And then I have lot many folders over here. So that is classroom automatically created. But this folder, you can check it out the green color. So I can have a color coding for my important folders also. So let's say I have created one folder, GCE level 1 all modules, something like that. And I have saved my all the files which I need according to the module 1 training session. So I need to have my folder named properly. And when I click on this folder, check out lot many options are there. I would suggest go for initially say change color, so that you can always be sure that this is your important folder and you can easily be able to see it and locate it so easily. Same ways, I have my Jamboard and other folders are there. So when I click on this GCE folder, again, you can check it out. I can rename the folder. I can add to start. Add to start as mentioned. This, if this is important, when I add to start, it will be available in this start option. So check it out. In start, this folder is coming. Again, let me right click. I have the other for show folder location. So lot many options are there, but a basic idea is you can check out view details, and even I can download this folder. All the files will be get downloaded whichever are in this folder. If I click again on this, there is the option for share. Let me click on share. Check it out. What is it is written? Share with people and grow. So when I go on adding the email ID of the persons, so Amit Bajaj, say I am sending and sharing this file to some another person or my department member, I just need to enter the email ID once. Why I'm saying once? Because Google is using the artificial intelligence. I need to type it once, but again, if I am in future sharing some another file and I want to share with that particular email, I just need to type AMI and Google will automatically give me the suggestion. Do you want to send the file to this person? And you must have experienced this also. Now, what more can be done? When I click on this notify, this person will get the email directly. There are the option of editor, viewer, and commenter. What is the difference between the three? When I click on viewer and I share this folder, the person can view the files but cannot edit or cannot delete those files. Only viewable rights are given. But when I click on commenter, person can view the files and also can give the comments and the suggestions also. But if I want person to organize and add and edit the files in a collaborative manner, say I have created my departmental folder and I made editor my all the departmental 8 or 10 members or 15 members. So that is your choice. So if they are all as an editor, they have the same rights as the owner of this particular folder. So I think the basic idea is clear to you. So how you can share this file with people and groups. Now, when we say group, Anshuji, I'll talk about this, whatever you're asking. So when I consider these groups, that will be covered later on in Google Groups, because using one Gmail ID, I can send this folder to thousands of people in one go. But for that, we need to know what exactly is Google Group. So as of now, I am not considering that. There is again the gear option. When I click on this, check it out. One another option is available. Editors can change the permission and share. This is again very important. Let's say I share my one folder with my another math teacher. I want his or her to be the editor. Okay, no problem. You go on, add and delete the file. But I do not want to change the permission and share with the third person. I do not want that to be happen. Then I need to remember to use this particular option. Generally, we miss looking at certain settings, because there are two different settings. You can check it out. One setting is over here and one setting is over here at the top. But there is a difference between the two. Yes, Shuri, you have any question?
Yes, sir. This is what I wish to ask. That if you are adding so many IDs, like you are sharing all your files with all of us in the group right now, so you are
Yes.
typing each and every mail.
Yeah, you all will be getting the email for the same.
नहीं, I'll be getting the email. पर अगर मुझे सबको ये फाइल भेजना है तो मैं हर एक का ईमेल आईडी टाइप करूंगी, या मैं कोई लिस्ट यहाँ पर इंसर्ट कर सकती हूँ?
No, yes, you can do it. You can always do it. से आपने Excel के अंदर अपने सारे email ID जो अपने colleagues के हैं या students के हैं, एक बार तो आपको typing करना ही रहेगा. तो what usually I do, I have my one file already saved wherein I have all the emails typed over there for my students and my department members and my even whole staff. So when I have to share this file with my whole department member, I just open that file, copy that all the Gmails and paste it over here. So that works so well. So I can simply copy paste the email IDs.
Right, sir. I think that there is some CVC file also. How can we go through it? I think that will make our work easier or not? I don't.
Yeah, CVC files are actually your Excel files, right? And they can be uploaded, and there is a method to create that. But of course, that is not a part of our Google Certified Educator examination. But that will be covered in one of my session when we'll be talking about Google Sheets. I will be taking that under Google Sheets because that is related to Excel.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. But to my knowledge, I cannot add CVC file here. But that can be added in some another options are there. वहाँ हम कर सकते हैं.
Okay, I was thinking that if CPC files could help us over here, I have no idea regarding that. That's why.
Yeah, that to my knowledge, it is not possible here.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, again, check it out. When I right click, there is the option for share, which we already have seen. In bottom, you see get link. There is restricted. And when I click on change, please check it out what I have done. Let me do it once again. Click on share. There is the option for change. When I click on this, now I have another possibility. Anyone with the link can be the viewer or editor or a commenter. It is possible I want to share this link in my WhatsApp group or sending through the Gmail account. Not everyone is having the Gmail account, but I want them to be the viewer of this file at least. I have the liberty and option for that. So I can make them again editor, commenter or viewer. Anyone with the link will be able to view this particular file. I just need to copy that link and done. And then you can paste that link anywhere. I'm showing it over here, but you can paste it in your WhatsApp group or wherever you want. So similar option is available through this get link also. When I click on this get link, exactly the same option is available. I already talked about changing the color of these files. Again, I can move this folder to some another folder. The folder inside the another folder. And even as one of the ma'am was asking about arranging the folder. So what you can do, check it out. Let me choose, say one, say this is some file. When I click on this, there is the option move to. When I click on move to, it will show my already available folders. So I can click on that folder and I can move that file to that particular folder. I can even create a folder for such type of files. So that way I can organize my data easily. So it is very easy to move the files. The locations can easily get changed. I can even make the copy, another copy of this file. That can also be possible. So the things are already available. You need to explore them. Even I can open this file with Google Docs, of course, and then I can annotate with Kami. I have installed this Kami extension for my checking purpose, for my subjective papers. If I am to check using my laptop, I prefer to use Kami. So therefore it is showing this option. Possibly in your laptop, it is not available. So some another option might be seen. Working with Office files and other non-Google files, quickly check it out. When I click on, say, this new, when I click on file upload, and now let me check it out if I have some Word document available. So you can check it out. This is my Word document and this is my Excel file, right? So I can select all the files, usual shortcuts, Control A, all the files can be selected, or I want to select this one and this one. So I just need to press Control and these two files are selected. And when I click on open at the bottom, so these two files will get started uploading. And the magic has already happened. What is that magic? This was my Word document, and when I click on it, it is automatically converted into the Google Docs. So you can check it out. A specific web address is assigned to this file. Now this is available in my Google Drive for forever. Unless I delete this file, of course. And there is the option, you can check it out, .docx. So this is the reference, and so that anyone can be aware, okay, document file, the Word file is converted into the doc. Again, this Excel file is already get converted into the Google spreadsheet or Google Sheets. I can now choose those files, and how I can see those files just uploaded. There's the option resend, as already mentioned, resend, and these are the two files. So let's say I want to move this to some specific folder. Already discussed everything. When I right click, I can go to the move to, and then I can choose where I want that to be get shifted in which particular folder. So that option is always available. Uploading the files, converting the files, already covered. Searching the files. Now there are hundreds of files already. So how can I search my files? For searching, I would always recommend, please name your files in a proper manner. Sometimes it happens that we are in hurry. I name my file as UT1, and that's it. Yeah, UT1 2021 and nothing more. So I would recommend, please do write class 12 maths UT1 2021 July. So if these are the ways you can get your files so quickly, even there are thousands of files. So it is your way, how you rename or how you name your files, but a good naming convention is equally important. Anyway, so we have the PDFs option to search, the documents, spreadsheet, presentation, photos and images in this Google Drive, the videos, and there is the option for more search tool. When I click on more search, check this out. Type. Earlier, presentation, forms, audio, drawings, folders, sites, they were not available. So they are now available. So let's say I have created some specific document. So that would be better if I use my another account to show that. because this is containing not much document files as such. Because I just want to give you the demonstration, even if there are thousands and thousands of files, how quickly I can go for this search, because this is my 15-year-old account. When I click on search in Drive and say I have created some document, or say I have created, go to the more search tool, I have created one my Google form, right? I am the owner, or is it shared by not owned by me? That way also I can search. Anyway, I'm choosing anyone, location anyone, and then date modified. Was that file created 7 days ago, 30 days, 90 days, or even in custom, you can decide, you can mention over here between, is not clickable right now, but we have the option that between this particular time to this particular time I can search. So let's say I prefer, say, go for anytime and item name. So what is my file name? Of course, as it was my maths test, so I have, say, matrices and determinants. Even complete word is not required. When I click on search, okay, let me do it once again. I'm this correct folder, or it might not be saved here. That is also possible. So this is say class test only. Let me see if something is available. Now you check it out. Whatever all test I have created, they are already available here, right? So that way you can even check out all about your anything you can search over here. So that is a reason when I mentioned that you should name your file in a proper manner, then only the search will help you a lot. Any doubt up to this, you can write down in chat box. Sharing files with specific people, already covered. Sharing non-Google files. So the idea is exactly the same. Check it out. When I have this file, classroom teaching, it is my Word document. I have uploaded and converted into docs. But now when I right click, exactly the same options are available. So even I can share any such file. Sharing files as a link, already discussed. Share a resource folder. So by resource folder, what we mean, I have my all the assignments or my lesson plans in one specific folder. So I can simply right click on that folder and share the folder with my department member, right? And the most important thing to understand, let's say this folder has lot many files inside this, and they have different settings. This is shared with one person, this is shared with all the person, this is shared with only 5 people. But if I choose the folder, the main folder, and go to the share option, and whichever setting I make it over here, I restrict this file, and then only people added can see. In that case, the setting will be allowed to all the files inside the folders. So whatever settings were inside the folder, the files, that will get automatically changed depending on the folder sharing settings. Offline access to Drive files, I already have mentioned, okay, we can have the option for getting my files offline also, and you can check it out. We have the option of setting over here. Click on settings, and we have settings, storage, and then convert uploads. Remember to choose this option, convert upload. When I click this, the DOCS, if you remember in one file it was showing, it will not be shown, and file will be get automatically converted. And if I want to have the access to the files offline, I need to check out these options. But generally, I do not prefer this because of the multiple account usage. Density, generally comfortable, cozy, compact. A little bit of a difference is there, which is not noticeable in journal. So that can be avoided. Yes, Usha ma'am. When you click on any file, let's say this is my one file, my planner, this is my Google Docs file. When I click on download, converting to Word, check it out. It will automatically get converted into the Word document. And then of course I can open this and work on this file as a simple Word file. Block and unblock people in Google Drive. This is a very recently added feature. Let's say sometime it happens that XYZ person has started sharing the unnecessary files with you, and your drive is getting many thousands of files. You want to block that particular person, that in future you will not receive the file, you should not receive the file from that particular person. So how it can be done? Check it out. Shared with me. Go to shared with me and say this person has shared some file with me. I want to block this. The person should not share the file in future. Just right click and this is the option available over here. Block this person. You just click on this. In future, this person will not be able to share the file with you. But at the same time, when I click on, say, this particular file, this option is okay available. But in certain cases, it is possible that this option is not visible. Reason, the person might be a part of my Google Classroom, my student. So if that is the option, so in that case, it is possible that I may not be able to block that particular person. So that you need to practice and check it out. I already talked about the Drive mobile app. So you just need to go to your Play Store or your iPhone store. You can easily download the Drive app, and it works exactly in a similar manner how I have demonstrated in your laptop. So please check it out. The layout may be a little bit changed. Let me do one thing. Let me quickly show you how it can be done using the mobile phone. I am sharing my screen from my mobile phone. Check it out. This is my mobile screen. I hope it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I have many icons available. Just let me go to my Drive. I forgot where I placed my Drive here because there are many folders. So anyway, you can check it out. Drive is here. There is the icon of Drive. First row, last one. When I click on Drive, it will open my Drive, and again, look at the top right corner. This is my GCE account. I can go on switching over my different accounts very easily. So you can check it out. All the files which I might have uploaded using my laptop, but they are now available through my mobile also. And when I say there is one file, Google Keep tutorial, when I click on these three dots, you can check it out. Exactly the similar options are available. You can easily download that, copy the link, you can copy the file, send this file directly to WhatsApp or wherever you want. That can easily be done. Even at the bottom, check it out. Home at the bottom, start, shared, and files. So that option is available, and there is the option for plus button. Bottom right hand side, click on plus button, and then now you can upload the folder, the files. Even you can scan the files, create that into the PDF, and then that can be easily stored in your this particular drive. Even I can create a new doc, sheets, and slides. No more options are available using this Google Drive app as such, but at least my folder, and I can upload any file. So when I click on upload, it will ask me for the location in my mobile phone. Of course, I can check it out. Okay, where are my all the files are saved? I can simply go on, and the file will get started uploaded. So that is the basic fundamental idea how you can use the drive. Any doubt to anyone as of now?
Amit sir,
Yes.
sir, when we are adding the email of the that is, suppose we have to share some file,
Yeah.
so that account must be up to Google only or any other.
Right, that must be Google. Yes, but you can share the file or view file option is something different, wherein non-Gmail account users, they can
Okay.
also have the look at your document file, but not from the drive. But document files or your Excel, जो हम कहते हैं ना कि sheets
हाँ.
files हैं, they can be made viewable to the non-Gmail users also. That I
Okay.
will cover later on. It
Okay.
is required, and of course I know this is a genuine thing. It is required. I'll cover that later, but from drive it is not possible.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So shared school drive, of course, if you are using your school account, then another option is available. When I click on this and I select my official account, the only one extra thing which I am getting here in my drive, shared drives. And shared drive is referring to my, you can check it out, files owned by CRPF school, right? So these files are created in my school account, and I can have all the staff members collaborative together, and they can share all the resources in this particular file. So I need not to worry about the storage space, because in personal account I am getting only 15 GB space. But if I put my all the files in this drive, so it is stored in my school account. So that is another very good feature, but only available in the official account. Yes, Anshuji.
Right, sir. Official account means the school has created and shared the links with you. What does it mean?
Yes, of course. Initially in the day one only, I did talk about the
I
Google.
means you people are using Google Classroom, like we are using Microsoft Teams.
Yes, exactly. Because
Okay.
Google for Education Fundamentals, that is free by the Google, and you need to contact the Google team. If your organization is eligible, and of course all the schools are eligible for sure. So, but you need to contact the Google authorities. If they approve and they provide with you all the options wherein you can have your the drive, the space created, the emails, IDs, everything will be then provided by Google. So even if you check it out, it is written along with my email account. It is written @crpfpsrohini.org. But this is actually controlled by Google. So this is under my school, but all the main admin and main power, of course, lies with the Google itself.
Right, sir. Thank you.
So documents in the drive, everyone aware. Now let me directly come to the Google Classroom. All the magic actually happens here only. So coming to Google Classroom, what exactly is a classroom? In a physical manner, we had our 40 students sitting in front of me. In Google Classroom, I have an online scenario in synchronous mode or asynchronous mode. I can have my classroom working in a best possible manner. So you all are, I suppose, are a part of one of my Google Classroom wherein you are added as a student. So set up your classroom. So how this can be done? Quickly check it out. Let me use my GCE account. Go to Waffle and you can check out the option of classroom over here. Click on classroom. Or directly classroom.google.com, that will be available. So these are the classrooms which you can check it out over here. So demo for GCE, NKPS, some classrooms are here already present because I have created these classrooms. So how this classroom can be created and how you can add the students, I have shared one pre-classroom note. Some of you might have gone through the same. So check out the basic layout of this your classroom. So initially, when you join it for the first time, there will be no folder like this, demo for GCE. I mean, these are created by me. So you will have a blank layout over here. It will ask you to create the file. So there is a plus option. Check it out, create or join a class. When I click on plus sign, I am using this as a teacher. So I will create a class. Otherwise, if I am joining this class as a student, so of course a link can be shared or a code can be shared. There are two different ways in which you can share your classroom joining info. So let me click on create a class. Some terms and conditions, definitely you need to agree with them. And then click on create. You can have options, class name, of course it is required. So this is say my session 2 GCE 31st July. Right, section आपकी choice है, subject आपकी choice है, room number because that is a US concept. Teachers used to sit in the room number 103. So that way you can add the room number, but only this is sufficient. And if I want to add the subject to my training, so something like that can be added. You must have observed something. It is already provided by the Google. So sometimes Google read it out that you want to create a class for debate, literature, or so on. Or when I click on just A, some another options might be available. So let's say I am creating this class for my training and click on create. It will take a couple of seconds. Again, there is a Google Classroom app available from Play Store. You should download that. Once this class is created, check it out. There are at the top. This is the class name with hyperlink. When I click on these three lines, main menu hai, click on this. You have your all the classes that will be available. When I click on this, the calendar associated with the class, that will be covered later when I talk about the calendar. Then to review later on. So these are my all the classes, and we have the option of archived classes. Let's say my one session is over. So I do not want to delete the content of that file, but I want that to be stored by Google itself. So I can always archive my files. So the files are not, that folder, that class will not be deleted permanently, but that will be available, that will not be shown in the front. So let's say I have this one class like demo for GCE. Check it out. There are 3 dots. Click on it. I can move, copy invite link from here itself. I can archive my files from here. Right. And then there are settings also. So let me go to my session 2 GCE classroom I just created, and there is a setting option. Check it out. Gear icon meant for setting. Click on it. Already entered. Then there is the option of journal, invite codes. So invite codes may manage invite codes, turn it, turn off. You can reset the code also. Sometimes it happens that you have shared the code and student go on sharing that with other friends. You want to stop that. Once your all students have joined your class, you would like to reset the code. So the code will be get changed. Using the same link and code, no new student will be able to join. Again, invite code, there is a link option. You just need to copy that. Copy, and link is copied. Now you can share that link in your WhatsApp group or share that using any other mean. This is your class code. Display class code. The other option is you can copy invite code from here also. So it is possible sometimes student may say you that clicking on this invite link, they are not able to join the class. In that case, you can always share the code as well. Both are equivalent. Coming to down stream, I will talk about stream, then classwork and that, then grading. Of course, the purpose of the classroom is getting the grades and calculation done by the Google automatically. As of now, default, no overall grade, but when I click on it, I can go with the total points and weighted mean, but generally we prefer total points only. And then, do I want show overall grade to students also, or I want to see that only for myself? So that all options are available. And then remember to click on this save button. Right top, click on save. My classroom settings have been changed. Then again, you can check it out at the top. Stream, classwork, people, and grades. So the 4 options are available. But if I join a classroom as a student, you will not see the 4th option. The option grade is meant only for the teachers. So when I click on stream, by default, I am on my stream only. Check it out. Announce something to your class. So it is the first day of the session, or the UTs are starting, or as a class teacher, I wish to announce anything. Just click on it. And there is the option of typing. You can type anything you want to announce with your class. You can make a certain bold, italics, underline, bullet, that everything can be done over here. Also, check it out. There is the option for add button. This add refers to adding the files from your Google Drive. You can add some link also, file from your laptop, or a YouTube video can also be added. When I click on say YouTube, this is very interesting. When I click on YouTube, I can search YouTube directly from here. So I do not need to go to youtube.com, then search for the video, copy that link and come over here. Directly, I can check out, say, anything I want to check out, say Taj Mahal, and I click on search. So whichever video I want, just click on that and add. The video is get added over here. Now I have the option to post that. But before you click on this post, check out this inverted triangle. Click on this. You can post that. And soon I click on this post. Within a fraction of second, all the students who are in my class, they will get this information. Or I can save this as a draft. Means I have got some information and I want to add something new to this. So I can save the draft, and later on when my everything is being added, then I can share that. The another very important option is scheduling. When I click on this, it will give me the option when I want that to be shared with the students. So click on this. I can just
excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Amit sir, ये save नहीं कर पाया मैं, although I was able to add a YouTube link, but how to go about saving it?
It is automatically saved.
Okay.
Yeah, you do not need to click on anything. It is automatically saved. So when you click on this, right, schedule. When do you want that to be shared with your students? 2nd August, time optional hai. You want to change that time. Say you want to make it at say 8 a.m. or say 10 a.m. Just 10 a.m. and click on schedule. You will check it out when I go to my classwork. Ek minute. It must, this is created as an announcement. So saved announcement is here. It will be automatically get when I did selected August 2nd. So on August 2nd at 10 a.m. it will be published and will be visible to the student in the stream section. But say if I click on announce something, let me do one thing. I'll go to the classroom which I have created for you. So this is the classroom wherein you can check it out, the names of all the members who have joined here as a student. So student list is visible like this. There is the option for adding the co-teacher also. I am the owner of this as a teacher. I can add the email ID of my other teacher members and then they will get an invite, so that once they accept that invitation, they will be get added and they will have the equal rights as I am having as a teacher. Then I can also go on inviting student by clicking over here and type their email IDs. So these are all the students, what all can be done. When I click on this action, all can be selected, or say I want to send the email to this particular student. So when I click on say Santosh Arora, I click on it, action, click on this. What I want to send the personalized email. I want to remove this student, or I do not want this student to be get active in my classroom and mute that student. Mute means the student might get the messages from me, but he or she will not be able to write anything on the stream, because you can check it out. This is my stream. So likewise, this student has written something. So in that case, in future, they will not be able to write anything if I mute that particular student. So this is about streams, about certain announcement. There is the option over here, reuse post. When I click on reuse post, if I have already created my another say class, and if I have any post already available over there, so I can go on choosing that also, because these are my all demo classes. I haven't added anything over here, so nothing is visible. But if I want some post which is already created and shared with someone else, the same can be shared from here using this reuse post option. Next is add student to your classroom. Already mentioned, click on plus and share the classroom link, invite students, create classroom roster using context, communicating in the classroom stream. Next is most important thing, creating an assignment. So check it out. Okay, look at this. In my stream, it is full of lot many messages by the teacher or by the students. Click on settings and check out the option of stream here. What all options are available? Students can post and comment. Students can only comment. Only teacher can post or comment. So it is your choice, depends how you want to make use of a stream. So I want student can post and comment. Okay. Next, what I want, show condensed notification, or I want hide notifications, or even the attachments also visible. As of now, I selected the condensed notification. When I click on say hide notification and save, you can check it out. No post is being shown here. No announcement is shown over here. But when I go on changing this to say show attachment and detail and save, and then note the difference. Now all the links, even who has turned in, I can check it out. It is assigned to 43 students. No one has submitted. But when I check it out, say for this file, one has turned in unit 4. 42 are as of now assigned. There is the icon, you can check it out. This is the Chrome extension, which is very interesting extension known as a moat. I will talk about that later. So I can have the voice recording done over here, and that will be converted into my written statement and can be shared with the students. I need not to type anything. Even you can check it out, the option, this is, I can select the theme. Lot many options are available from English, Hindi, math, science, arts, sports, and others. So let's say I want to change the background. I can click it and select the theme. So the theme will get automatically changed. Even I can upload my own image. Anything I can create. I usually use the Canva. So I will quickly show you my, again, official account. Let me go to my classroom. So this is my official account. So from here, you can check it out. There is my class 11C. Presently, I am teaching. So this is something which I have created as my theme to make it quite personalized for my students. So when they click on this, they will always see some animation and my photo. So this is your choice how you want to maintain this. So I have my classwork option over here. Lot many options, lot many assignments they are given. Then who all are the students. Then the option for grading. Everything is possible. Because this is my official thing, so I cannot show you the grade part. But yes, all things are getting calculated automatically. Anyway, coming to the classwork, when I click on create, check out this, come to the classwork, click on create, and before you have assignment or quiz or question, check out at the bottom. This is very important. Create a topic initially. If you want to be organized, check it out at the left-hand panel. Pre-classroom notes, Google Fundamental Module 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Though we had only one module, but I already have created your 10 module topics over here. So if I need to add anything in, say, module 1, when I click on this, you can check it out. In module 1, I have added all these things. When I click on classwork, create, and then use the option topic, or how it can be better used, that can be demonstrated very soon now. Now click on assignment. Check it out. When I click on assignment, again, you give any title, you have the option to give the instructions, click on add. All the 4 similar options are available. And then you can even create the file itself here as a document, slide, sheets, drawing, and form. If you are using a school account, there is another best feature which I would prefer to show you. When I click, this is my official account. When I go to classroom, create an assignment. A layout is little bit different, but I can add the file from Drive, upload, the same thing. When I click on attach new item, and when I click on forms. So normally we take our MCQ test using Google Forms. It will create the form. Same form can be created over here in that normal account also. But if it is created via my this account, I can import the grades also. So that option, once I create this, whole title is given, and I assign that to my specific class, I can get my everything imported in the student account. Grades can be easily get imported. So anyway, you can go on adding your test papers. Say there is a file, PDF file as your test. Let me click on this and I choose some file. Let's say I have one test prepared by me, and this is some demo thing. So when I click on this, this will be uploaded as a test. Now the best part, check it out. Student can view file, student can edit file, make a copy for each student. Sometime it happens you have say one document attached and you want that all 50 students of your class must work on their own file. Then just select this, make a copy. Google will automatically create the assignment for all these 30, 40, 50 students who are in this classroom, and they will get their classwork assignment separately. They will not be able to see each other's work. Only as a teacher you can check out the work submitted or done by them. Then there is the option for points. If this is say my UT of 20 marks, I can make it 20. I can assign the due date. Now that thing already discussed. Coming to the topic. So click on topic, whichever topics I have created. If it is my test, so I can do one thing. If it is not available or already created by me, create a topic and say test. So a topic is created. Now I can assign it, or as usual, I can schedule or save it. So when I click on assign, you will check it out. Within a second, you all will get this in your classroom. You can check it out in your classroom if you are using this. So you already have got this as a test. And in the topic option, the test is created. Another very important thing, test is coming at the top. What I want to drag it. Check it out. Just left click of the mouse and drag it. So drag and drop work so well here. So it is very easy. I want to drag it to the top, that I can do. I want to drag module 7 before this, so that can easily be done. Even when I have these 3 dots, click on these 3 dots, many other options are available. Because someone asked me in one of my session that how I can share this particular work from my classroom to my students, copy link, and the link is get added. Coming to the create part, quiz can also be created. Kami, because I have using this Chrome extension, therefore it is visible. For you, it may not be visible. So click on quiz assignment, and then again, blank quiz is automatically created, right? And then again, you can also add the file, or when I click on this, it will take me and open a blank quiz. I can go on adding the questions over here. We will be talking about Google Forms separately, right? But if I'm using my official account, there will be the option of grades over here. So when I create quiz assignment, you can check it out. There is the option of grade importing. So in official account, only this option is available, but on free account, it is not available. Baki cheezein same hai, so that way we can have our MCQ assignments from here. Even while my session is going on, there is the option for question. When I click on question, how are you? So XYZ, some question is asked, 2 options, short answer, or is it a multiple choice? Short answer question I want. And when I say ungrade this, no due date, check it out. At the top, you can see there is the option for ask. Again, same options here. So if there is a class going on and there is a question I want to ask to my students, I can directly click on this ask, and it will be available on my stream as a student, and students can answer this question. So check it out. At the bottom right hand side, students can reply to each other, और स्टूडेंट्स कैन एडिट देयर आंसर. ये अब आपको डिसाइड करना है, क्या आप ये चेक करना चाहेंगे या नहीं. दिस इज ऑल योर विश, राइट? सो स्टूडेंट्स कैन रिप्लाई टू ईच अदर, विल गिव सम अनदर ऑप्शन. सो व्हेन आई click on ask, some of you may quickly check out your classroom as a student. One question might have been posted. You will see one question, how are you? If you answer that question, who all are answering, that again is visible over here. So 43 are right now in my classroom, and none of you has answered as of now, right? When I click on this, I have the complete idea that who has answered what. So everything will be visible over here as a student answer. And it take only 10 seconds to create a question and student to answer that. So this is a kind of a poll option you can imagine that can be done. Since time is less, so let me come to create material. Now material is something which is not to be graded. Look at the right hand side. There is no option of grading, marking. It is not here. No deadline is there. Because I am now creating this as a material. Say I found some YouTube videos, some interesting links, or my formula list, my another assignments, which I want student to attempt at their own end, but do not submit that, right? So that way I can go on adding the files over here. I can create the file, the same type for the options are available, and the material can also be created. Similarly, I already mentioned reuse the post and creation of the topic. People I already have considered. I can go on sending the email to all the students in one go. Select that and I can email all in one go. When I click on email, check it out. What will happen? My GC account email will be opened and automatically you will all will be here. Your emails will be here, and I will be talking about that later on, but BCC is blind carbon copies there. So no one will be get to know that who all have received this email ID. Then coming to the grade option, when I click on grade, since yes.
So can you please repeat that CC part, this one?
Which part?
See that you said that no one can see who has received the file.
Yeah, of course. See, when I click on action and go to the email, so there are the option for to, when this is a common thing in Gmail. Again, I am going to cover that later. There is the option for to over here. There is the option for CC. CCE means carbon copy. So whatever mail I am sending to one particular student, and if I choose all these students, I add another email over here, all the persons in to and CC will be able to see that I have sent the email to this particular student and this particular student. But if I want that no one will get to know that the email is sent to this and this and this also, then they must be added in the blind carbon copy. That will be covered in Gmail session. And then coming to the grade part, check it out. So here again, all thing has happened magically. You can check it out. Nothing is visible over here because none of you has worked. देखिए अभी मैंने assignment एक दिया था आपको August 2 के लिए, deadline दिया है out of 20. If anyone attempt, I can give the marks. The class average, grading, your average, whatever you are getting, and you can see Rajbir Kaur ma'am has already turned in her work. So that is again very important from a student point of view. Turn in. Set a due date, already discussed. Adding a link, adding a drive files, that always is already discussed. Now viewing the assignment, view classroom docs before turn in. So when I create an assignment and share that, right? Check it out. I am here added as, I have added myself here as a student also. So let me quickly go to my this particular account and open the classroom, जिसमें मैं भी एज अ स्टूडेंट हूं, जैसे आप एडिड हैं इस क्लास में. फॉर अ डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन पर्पस I have added myself also. So when I click on this GCE level 1, check it out. This is a student view. ये question मैंने पूछा था. Your answer. I simply type it over here and turn in. When I click on turn in, it will be visible to me as a teacher. Right. So if any assignment is given, check it out, view all assignments. Let's say there was some assignment, because as of now, I haven't given you any specific assignment. So therefore, assignment is different from these kind of a material. So when I click on this, check it out. Option is add or create. This is some assignment given to you. You have done this. So two things, add or create. When you click on add, say you have created your PDF file. It is saved in your laptop. Click on file, select that file. Right. Okay, let me quickly show that also. So let me upload that file. So one file, this is my homework. It was given to me, I done it. And as a student, I am uploading my test. Assume that. And then there is the option for turn in. I can go on adding multiple files also. Even I can create the document here itself. So when I click on turn in, it will again ask for turn in. And soon I click on turn in. As a teacher, I will get to know that this particular student has submitted the work. As a student, I also have the option to unsubmit my work. I can always unsubmit. I have submitted, but later I, as a student, realized I did something wrong. I click on unsubmit and just unsubmit. And then, of course, don't forget to resubmit once you are done. So that is the another option which is one need to know as a student view. As a student view, as already mentioned, grade is not available at the top. I hope this idea is again clear. Turning in the assignment, same way,
Yes,
files
sir.
can be attached. Grading the Google Classroom assignment. I'm sure initially 1 year back you were struggling in checking the subjective paper, but now I'm sure 100% everyone might be competent. But even sometime I have observed when I had taking the session with different group of teachers, they are still getting the PDFs in their Gmail account. They are getting the PDFs in their WhatsApp, and then they are downloading. They are checking using some that PDF editor software program or some app. Then they are uploading and sharing with the students. That is a very, very tedious work. Need to understand the benefit of a classroom. If I have assigned one test to my students, all the students will receive in the same time. They will submit in a stipulated time. They will upload that work, and all the work is so organized. When I go to the assignment part, okay, let me show you quickly one thing from my one previous year class. Where is the classroom? Can anyone tell me? I can't see that here. Okay, yes, sometime it happens. Check it out. You will not see classroom. It is not visible. So I may need to go to more from Google. It is possible. So I use another strategy. Go to click on classroom from my bookmark. And now I am going to change my account. So this is a practical thing. Some of you might view classroom in the beginning, or some of you may have that option later on. Right. So let's say I have my class of my previous session. I click on that. Any XYZ class is there, and the classwork was assigned to my students. When I click on any of the assignment, right? So there is some assignment, say, assigned to the student. They might not have turned in. Say when I click on matrix algebra, okay, I haven't posted in this particular classroom. So that the basic idea I just wanted to demonstrate. The assignment will be visible over here. When I click on that, I can easily check. So if I'm using my laptop, I can use the Kami extension. I will talk about that particular extension later also. Or if I'm using my mobile phone, if I'm using the classroom app, automatically there will be the option. I can use even my finger also. Using my touchscreen, my finger on my mobile phone, checking can be done easily. Adding material, private message to the students can also be added. Once I have done the checking work of my student, I can also add and send them a private message for a individualized learning and the communication. Finally, I will take only 3 minutes because this is the thing all of you must be aware, and you can read out the document which I'm going to share and attach in the classroom. So digital citizenship की बात कर रहे हैं. Be internet awesome. Managing your digital footprints. As a teacher, we should be aware. As a student, we need to tell them that whatever they are doing right now on Insta, on Facebook or WhatsApp, even if they think they have deleted, it will be always and forever available. And nowadays, what has the trend has started? The companies who are hiring the people, they are checking their accounts, what they did 5 years back in their Facebook or Insta. So accordingly, your digital footprints are very, very important. So they need to be very, very careful about this. Please mute yourself. Copyright and fair use with the Google image search. Please mute yourself. School-wide policies are there. Digital citizen curriculum can be designed. Be able to spot a scam or a hoax online. So create a safe, responsible digital citizens. And in the examination MCQ, when I talk about specific exam, respect and protect are two foundational components of good citizenship, and the 3 pillars of digital responsibility. You should learn it. You should know about this, and this is available in the skill shop, the training which I already shared in the classroom. So there are the school-wide policies which can be set. Some of the examples are provided in the following links. I will be sharing these links with you so that you can go through them. So curriculum can be designed. This is need-based. You can use the idea. Common Sense Media is providing the lesson plans, activities related to the digital citizenship. Similar, other schools, other districts, they are providing their own curriculum for this. Fostering the positive conversations in your classroom. Talk to students about all this smart search features and digital citizenship. Be very active and be responsible when you are online. Our online tracks, they are our footprints and they are always available. And build a resilience in the student. They need to be very strong enough. Any mishappening, any online fraud, anything can happen, but they need to be very, very strong. So dealing with the cyberbully, these are the things they should know. Don't respond, don't retaliate, document this, block them online, report to an adult. So these are the basic things one should be aware. So be internet awesome. There's a curriculum. I will be sharing that link with you. So again, module 2 is over. I will be sharing the reflections, the feedback form with you. And if you are still not in a classroom, you can join that. For any doubt, you can write down in the classroom stream, or please do the pre-classroom notes. And if you want to experiment creating and sharing the files, this is my recommendation. Divide yourself in your groups and share assignment in your group so that you can check it out, how the assignment will be viewable, how can you turn in, how as a student, how as a teacher you can have it. I already have shared one document with you, but only 23 has filled this. I need to create a Google group. It will not be possible to teach the idea of Google group if you are not a part of it. So please fill this. And in my next class, I am going to cover Google Docs.
Sir, excuse me, sir. I tried to create the Google Classroom as you were showing me just now. My school is not using Google's; it is using Microsoft Teams. So
No problem.
can I create my own Google Classroom like that?
Yes, of course, ma'am. I already started with that.
No, but
Yes,
it was asking that it was giving some notification that it is for Google Education and all that. So will it
Uh,
matter?
yeah, that is allowed. Even that is okay because I am using that only.
This is what I was looking at. No? This is
Yeah.
not for the school account. You are using
Yeah.
your other account. No?
Yes, that is allowed. That is okay. No problem in that.
So in that case, we'll be able to do all these things, recordings and
Yes.
everything.
No, recording is not possible in the free Gmail account. If it is your school account, then only the recording is possible.
Okay. Right.
So if you have any doubt, you can ask, or the class is over for today.
And then, sir, one more thing. Sir, if this session gets over, like, for example, I'm having 2021 session and I want to delete all those students' response so that my drive is now again back to the normal storage. It's full. Then how can I go in for that?
Again,
Returning the
can you
assignments?
delete that?
I can see, or should I return the assignments to the students of class 11th or so on?
See, it is your choice. You can return that to the student, or even without checking, you can return the assignment also. That is also possible.
And then how's that carried out, sir?
And that you can check it out. Please try to play with these tools, because just in 1.5 hours, there are thousands of things which cannot be covered. So I'm just giving you the basic layout and the basic idea. I would request you to try out. You have full 5-6 days with you, and then of course you will be able to get to know about this more. And
Right,
even
that's
if you're not able to do, then you can do. Of course, we have our next class tomorrow for Google Docs. I forgot that. Yes. Any other doubt?
Sir,
Sir.
good evening.
The feedback form will be shared in that only, the Google, our WhatsApp group itself.
And sir, tomorrow in the same time, na? 5
Yeah,
to
yeah,
6.
exactly same time.
Sir,
Yes. Others can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, in the classroom you have given
Thank
the
you.
unit 1, unit 2, unit 3.
Yes.
In those cases, adding or creating something to a doing, was it our work to do only addition, or say bring student work online? On that we will have to do something.
Let me
See,
go
unit
to
7.
see, this is my student. This is my okay. Let me go to my student account using which I am in that particular class only. GC.
Yeah.
Now this is exactly the layout you will have. Please mute yourself. So when you click on classwork, you can check it out. Topics are here. So I am talking about Google fundamentals. So sometime it happens that it is not visible. That is a technical glitch in the classroom. So Google fundamental training, everything is mentioned over here. So you can check it out. This is unit 13, right? Go to the bottom. Let's say this is my unit 1. When I click on say my unit 1,
Yes, sir.
yes, and that is what I have shown it to you. Let me unsubmit this initially.
Sir, I have submitted one work in unit 1. I have submitted one PDF.
Let me go to then your work only. Let me go to your work.
Just one question paper I have submitted.
Classwork, and then where is that? Yes, Google fundamental. So this is my teacher view in unit 1. When I click, you can check it out. 2 has total, there are 43 students. 2 turned in. Check it out.
Sir, I was doing this assignment directly
Yeah.
on the Google when I clicked on that link that was being sent by you. It was showing all these. So I typed my answer over there. So do I need to submit it over here in the class?
Yes, ma'am, but you need not to type anything. You go to the skill shop. This is your training skill shop. You just need to add the screenshot. say I have done my training, my session 1, that Google Fundamental Unit 1 review. I already have done it. So you just need to take a screenshot of this. And this is optional. Ma'am, this is all for your own learning. So I cannot make it compulsory. It is optional. You just take a screenshot of this. And let's say I am here in my student account. When I come to this let me click on add or create, and I will select the file option, and I have taken a screenshot. It might have saved at my desktop, so I just open this and it will get uploaded. So you can check it out. My unit 1 work is shown over here. I click on turn in and it will be submitted by me as a student. And when I go over here and refresh this, you can check it out. You can see now as a student I have turned in.
Okay, right. Got it.
Chale, thank you very much.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, when I was uploading the screenshot, it was saying server rejected. I tried it, I think 4 to 5 times.
Were you using your laptop or?
Yeah, laptop. I'm using
laptop only. Okay. So.
And then I converted into PDF also, and then still the same message was there that server rejected.
That may be some technical glitch, because I haven't observed any problem faced by any students in journal like this. So there may be some technical issue. Please try out once again.
Yeah, I'll try.
Sir, have you checked Unit 1? I have submitted one document. Is it exactly I asked for?
Yes, it is here. It is here. Unit. This is here, na? Yeah. You have submitted this work over here.
One question paper, yeah.
So even I can go on adding the comments over here. You can check out grade with Kami. Let me disable Kami. So your work will be shown to me over here. So I can go on checking and I click on return this work and it will be returned to you.
So this one, Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, we will have to do this one only, or
yes, ma'am. Yes,
we'll have to submit some.
Yes,
we'll have to attach. We'll have to make a practice of attaching something and sending. So
yeah.
Okay. Actually, I thought, sir, save time communication on this. We'll have to write something or not. That one I was asking.
You just need to share that screenshot, and again that is optional. That is optional.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sir, another one in